98%, guys. We're almost there. Let's get this controller connected. I really hope this stream works. I'm still getting errors in OBS Studio saying like, oh, 45% over the last 2 minutes. Skipping all the frames. If it keeps happening, I guess... If the stream looks like shit, I guess I'll shut it down again and relaunch OBS, just see if that makes a difference. I don't really know what the problem could be. %. Let's do this. Come on. Hopefully this means that this game got another patch and it had to kind of redetect some settings. I honestly don't even know when the last patch was. I don't know if there was another one past the last one I talked about or not. I know that the last time I loaded this game up, this load screen took a long-ass time. It looks like it's going faster now. It's still taking a while, but I'm pretty sure it's faster than it was last time. Maybe not. I don't know. I have been made aware of some things that we need to address in this playthrough, guys. Some stuff I've missed.
Riding a machine? All mother turned her eyes from such a sight.
Okay. Well, it's looking a little chunky right now. I think it looks better than it did before, though. In terms of actual graphical fidelity, it seems like maybe it's running on higher settings than it was before. But I don't think I'm getting a full 60 out of this either. Yeah, this version of the game comes with Frozen Wilds, so if you have it on PC, you have Frozen Wilds. It's going to be hard to tell if the stream's screwing up too, because like the game just runs so poorly. You know, you're like, oh, and that was the sound of my controller dying. Which I knew was going to happen soon, and I actually prepared. Look at me, guys. I'm like a real pro streamer. Backup batteries ready to roll. There we go. Maybe lower some settings. Yeah, I don't know. I might go in and mess with it. We had the same issue last time where when we first loaded up, it took like a minute for things to stabilize, and then it actually kind of ran nice. So let's just let it go for a little bit.
These will keep.
Let me loot some of this stuff here. Okay. First things first. Before we get super crazy far, we have to go back and visit Ross' grave. I couldn't find this on the map before. It's not labeled for some reason, but it should be right around here. Now, I have 7 fast travel packs. Good. Thanks for the lurk, Blue. I appreciate that, man. Just my luck. Yeah. Blue Fireplace. What's up, man?
To think he built all this.
Shame the PC port sucks. You played this on PS4 back in the day, and it's an awesome game.
So many memories.
Yeah.
Not home anymore. Not without Rost.
Oh, that's sad.
Nothing for me here anymore.
I did start a game on the PS4 version, if you didn't know. I played, like, maybe 5 or 6 hours.
This is where it ends.
Back when this game first came out. I didn't stick with it, and that is Breath of the Wild's fault, not the game's fault. So when the PC version came out, I was like, oh, let's just start fresh on the PC version. That'll be fun. And then it turned out this version has a lot of issues, but I'm still enjoying it. It's still a great game, even if it doesn't run the best. I guess we can't go into the house. I was kind of curious about whether we could go in there and look at stuff. Doesn't seem like we can, though. Down all the dummies. Yeah, because you told me there's an achievement for that, right? These ones are already down. Oh, there's some more over here. I was informed that I'm playing this game very incorrectly, so I just kind of made a natural assumption that fire arrows would be a better version of regular arrows, because that's how it works in almost every video game ever made. Not the case in this game, apparently. Just because they're fire arrows doesn't necessarily mean that they're better to use on everything. This game is all about, like, elemental effects and using the right weapon for the job. So, I've got to get better about that. There's 20 of them all over the Embrace. Yeah, I don't know if I'll end up getting all of them, but I'll try. Now, where is the grave? Did I walk right past it up here?
Home. To think he built all this. Alone. So many memories. It's not home anymore. Not without Rost.
Yep, we heard you say that before, Aloy. Okay, it's right there.
Nothing for me here anymore. Rost. I couldn't leave the sacred land without visiting you. When you said goodbye, I told you I'd find you. Track you down. Well, looks like you did it after all. Went somewhere I can't follow.
Oof.
I should have known you'd be watching. At the proving. Looking out for me. There for me when no one else was. Like always. One last time. Thank you, Rost. I won't waste what you've given me. I promise. I'll make you proud. I've been trying to puzzle it out, but nothing makes sense. The killers came after me because I look like this... a woman. Older with short hair. But why? And what's the connection? If she's my mother, then... she didn't look Nora, but if she lives inside the mountain, how could the killers know about her? The more I learn, the less I understand.
Definitely doesn't make any sense yet.
I need to track down Olin, an outsider. He was at the festival the night before the proving. Somehow, the killers saw me through his focus. And he knew it. He could have warned me. When I find him, well, he's gonna tell me everything he knows. And he's gonna pay. Well, I guess I should be going.
Nice. So, should we come back here and speak to the grave periodically? I assume that there's, like, more dialogue as we progress through the game. Oh, yep, Dale's already on it, look at that. Try to come back once in a while, but only after you've progressed the main story bit. Roger that. Roger that. Alright, next up, in the let's go clear shit up quest. I think there's more stuff down in the ruins that I missed, again. I'm not 100% sure, but... I don't know, it might not be important stuff either, but I figure we should go down there and just take one more look around. Isn't it better to play with a mouse, though, to aim easier? It probably would be for people who are actually good at using a mouse and keyboard. I always feel more comfortable on a controller. And, you know, for a game like this, I'm not sure that it really matters that much. Because, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a particularly difficult game to aim in. So I'm just gonna stick with the controller because I just feel more comfortable that way. Whichever you prefer. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. If this was like a hyper-competitive online shooter, then yeah, you'd probably want to go mouse and keyboard, but that's not really what this game is, so... So I think there was some stuff down here that I could bash my way through that I didn't do. I've been back here once, Dale, on your recommendation, and I did find some extra stuff. I found like a power cell. But I think there was like one other spot that I might have missed. It's kind of hard to be thorough down here. It's a confusing area. Jaybridge, what's up, man? Happy Saturday. How are you? Alright, so it's looking like I got everything up here, right? Wouldn't there be like a visual indicator if there was a log or something that I hadn't picked up yet? Yeah, like that stuff I already had. Oh, this frame rate sucks ass down here. Oh, it's so bad. Well, whatever they did, they didn't fix a whole lot of shit. Okay, we can't bash our way back there. See, that was an area that I thought I might have missed. Only if I got close to it. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, look at this. No, Jaybridge, you haven't. I apologize. I've been slacking on that game. The problem was I ended up getting a key for Manifold Garden, which I wasn't expecting, and I ended up putting some time into that game. And Oberdin kind of fell by the wayside. But I'm definitely not done playing it.
Can't spare the wait.
I will hopefully be able to play more like this week. Okay, so I have to leave this potion behind. Is there like a potion pouch that I can craft? Yes, there is. Look at that. But I need a fishbone. Damn it. Gotcha. Yep. We'll definitely do more Oberdin soon. Okay, so a little bit of loot. That's really all that's in here. Okay. Appreciate that, Mr. Bridge. I appreciate you. Oh. Yep, there's definitely some stuff we missed down here. Although there's nothing in here, apparently. Okay. Apparently there's nothing to do in there. The rocks to smash come back if you reload the game. Oh, so that might have been an area I was in before. That would make sense. Hollow lock. Interface is unavailable. Wonder if that's something that becomes available later, which means we would have to come back again, man. Some of these Nightbot messages are only supposed to show up like every 45 minutes or so, and they're definitely showing up faster than that. So I guess I should go in and look at those settings and see what happened there. Sorry for the Nightbot spam, guys. I wanted to have Nightbot messages, but I didn't want to spam the channel with it. That's one of my pet peeves when I'm watching other streamers, and it's like every 2 seconds is an automated chat message. It just gets to be too much. So I do want to balance those out a little better, which I will try to do. Yes, my apologies for that. That right there, that's one I didn't get, isn't it? That little symbol? Why can't I scan that? You had to be on it just right.
Director Evans, flash traffic from USRC. Black quartz encryption. I've routed the message to your hologrid for viewing.
Okay, that was like nothing. That was not even worth the time. Alright, so this is... Right, that's back the way I came. See, I almost missed that again. This is like the third time I've been through this area. Thank you for this gift of your focus, sir. It has really come in handy. You have to be on the device highlighted in purple. Okay. Dale, maybe you can just tell me. So I already got the power cell that was down here. Is there anything else major that I need?
No room.
I hate leaving these potions behind. The power cell in the mist log. Okay, so I can get out of here now. Oh, fuck! That was legit scary. But also kind of awesome. I have it on good authority, guys, that is how you become Batman. You get attacked by a swarm of bats. While you're exploring an underground cave area. So... Oh wait, what the hell is this?
The old ones didn't leave these. They're new.
Metal Flower Mark I. A metal flower of unknown design, possibly used to promote seed germination. Includes an embedded code fragment. Trade sets of these flowers in Meridian for valuable rewards? What? Batman. She is the Bat. Mecha Batgirl. Yes, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Mecha Batgirl. Guys, I'm so excited to play as Batgirl in Gotham Knights. Have you guys seen the trailer for that game? A lot of people are shitting on it, but like, listen, they said it's pre-alpha footage. So, shut up. They were honest about it, okay? I think I'm most excited to play as Batgirl, and then it's kind of a tie between Robin and Nightwing, and then Red Hood is going to be last. I'm not a huge fan of Red Hood. I don't want to, like, use guns to fight criminals in Gotham, you know? Like, whatever. But I think the whole game's going to be cool. What is this back here? This place is so freaking big. I never know, like, if I'm missing stuff. I don't want to miss collectibles if there's more of those down here. Actually, I did get some of those maps. I went to a merchant that had like 4 of those maps. And I bought all of them. So theoretically, if there was more collectibles down here, they'd show up on this map right now, right? But I don't see anything. Shitting on pre-alpha footage is stupid. Exactly. You know, it really bothered me too. Like seeing the replies to that video, the response to that gameplay that people posted, like if a developer makes a trailer that they touch up and say like, hey, this is our target for what we want the final game to look like, people bitch. Because it never comes out the way they target it, right? Because that's how game development works. You have to make sacrifices. You aim for your target, but you adjust it as the game launches, right? And people bitch about that. Then when they come out with honest and pre-alpha footage and they say, hey, this game is in development, this is what it looks like right now, we're just being honest with you, people bitch about that too. It doesn't look good, it looks like... Just shut the fuck up. If I was a developer, I would never post anything about my game ever until it was done and ready. Because you can't win. Can't win, guys. Insult to injury supply cache. Yeah, see, like, I got a lot of stuff on the map now. And I don't know what most of it is, but let's go pick stuff up. Definitely more interested in that than the Avengers game. I agree. The Avengers game kind of looks... Like, I've seen gameplay footage of it, and I'm like, I think I'm good. And I'm a big MCU fan. Side notes, rest in peace to Mr. Chadwick Boseman, actor who played Black Panther, and passed away unexpectedly yesterday to colon cancer. Very sad news. You recall people commenting on how shitty the PS5 looks and it was an image of a development prototype console? Yeah, exactly. It's like people like don't read the context or they just don't care. They're like, I just got a bitch about something. Just makes me want to punch him right in the nose. Alright, we do have one more thing that we gotta go clean up, guys, and apparently it can be a pain in the ass. I don't know if we're gonna have trouble or not. But apparently I missed a power cell in Mother's Cradle? How the fuck am I supposed to get down there? And I guess you can go back for it, but it can end up being a real pain in the ass to get back there. Apparently the gate is open sometimes, like mostly at night, but then other times it's not open, and you have to kind of finagle your way back inside in a way that the game didn't intend. Alright, so... should be a metal flower around here somewhere, apparently. Is that it? Hey! 2 out of 30. Whoops. Then up here... I don't know what that is. Insult to injury supply cache. Is that a quest? It is. Oh, that's for the guy that wants the painkiller. Right. Well, we're relatively close to that. Let's run up and grab that real quick. I've also got some good advice from people about the weapons and outfit upgrades.
Can't be too prepared.
I appreciate everybody weighing in on that. General consensus seems to be that green is only worth buying if you really want that weapon for some reason. Blue is never worth buying. And everything else, you should just hold out for purple. So that is what I will do.
A brave trail. Should be a cache of dream willow up there.
Okay. Where's the trail? I don't see no damn trail. Oh, up there? I can get in there way later, but it's cut off for the majority of the game. Oh, but we can get it before the end game, though. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I might still try and go in and get it. Just because it sounds kind of fun, honestly. Ugh. How the fuck do you get up there? Maybe we have to climb up from this side. Ah ha ha. Aloy's got some ups, man. Oh, come on now. That was actually really hard to grab. Oh.
No dream willow. Just a few shards.
Okay. Gotta find the other one. Where's the other one? Well, that's the ancient armory. Okay. Maybe I should go in here and make this the active quest, if I'm going to be doing it. There it is. Also, hold on, I need to check my skills again real quick. I could have sworn I unlocked something. Oh, so this just happens automatically. There's no button you can hit to do a roll as you land. To kind of ease the fall and reduce the damage you take. Alright, fair enough. That is a lot of machines. Grazers. So here's the other thing. Is there a way to... Is there a way to move this thing when you're scanning a beast and look at the other parts? Right now it's on body. How do I look at the other stuff on there? Don't fall too much in this game. Go to bestiary? Isn't there a way to do it right from here, though? Like, I feel like I should know this by now. Isn't there a way to scroll over and see those other individual parts? Oh, you just gotta focus on it. Oh, I see. So this tells me that those canisters are weak to fire. What's the other part on him? You can look at the body. You can look at the canisters. But there's a third one on there that I can't see. Rotor blades. Okay. I kind of see how this works now. So let's try this out.
That's got their attention.
Holy fuck! Wow. Okay, that worked really well. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't... Wow, I missed so much about this game. Alright, we're good now, though. We're good. We're figuring it out, guys. So I think that's one of the reasons that I had...
I can get out of this.
Ooh, a handling coil. I didn't really have trouble with that boss at Mother's Cradle, or whatever it's called. But it did take a long time to kill him. Because I was using exclusively fire arrows. And I think the fire arrows were meant to be effective on the body.
That's it.
Whereas I was shooting him in the weak points. But the fire arrows weren't for the weak points. They were for the body. So I wasn't getting the extra damage credit. Honestly, though, for a lot of these so far, it seems like it's better to just run up and do a melee style. Because, like, my melee attack is really strong. And I'm not really in danger of losing that fight, it feels like.
Brew that up later.
I forgot that there was an unlurk command. Nice. Oh, what did you just clip, Blue?
Might be a cache of dream along that brave trail.
Alright, so again, we gotta figure out how to get up there. Didn't want these guys hanging around while I'm trying to figure this out. Getting in my way, you know? Alright, so there's... Oh, I see it. Gotta jump to this. Easy.
Strange. Looks like someone swapped all the dream willow in these caches for shards.
Oh, the explosion. Nice. Appreciate that clip,
There's
man.
no dream willow in these caches. Feel want to know.
By the time I get back there, that guy's just gonna be dead, right? It's like, yeah, sorry about that. He wasn't actually able to find anything to help ease his pain. Gotta get me a Strider. Is there, like, a Strider camp nearby? There is, actually. Also, guys, what is this merchant icon supposed to be? Because to me, it looks like a guy with claws, like getting ready to pounce. It's like a guy going like, ah. But I don't think that's actually what it's meant to be. That's just what I see when I look at it. Isn't that weird? Let's go get a Strider. Oh, and also, maybe... maybe I can kill a fish and get a fish bone. There's a fish right there. Look. Oh, can't swing when you're in the water. That's fair. Rich meat? Fuck that. I need fish bones. It's a deer crown? Fire arrow the animals. That is unnecessarily cruel, Dale. But probably effective. Bony meat. Still not what we're looking for. Oh, look, there's a dragonfly. Dude, look at it. Can I collect these? Probably not. Where are all the damn fish? Oh, it's a guy with claws and glowing eyes opening his coat and saying, "What are you buying?" That makes perfect sense. Yes, that's exactly what it is. What are you buying? What are you selling? Seriously, I'm pretty sure I just need like one fish bone to upgrade this pouch. That's all I want. Maybe it's another kind of fish that we gotta go for. I don't know. Or am I just getting RNG screwed? Surprise, motherfucker. Alright, now you just stay right there. What? Oh. Yo, Nacho just fucked that guy up. That was awesome. He was like, "Get off my boy. You know what's good for you." Stream seems relatively stable. That's pretty cool. Forget how to make this guy go faster. There we go.
Let's see you catch us.
Dude, this frame rate is like awful right now. Now that I'm actually out here riding around. It's no good, guys.
I said I'd meet Varl and Sona near Red Echoes.
Oh, this is where the main quest is going to happen? I'm not really ready for that yet.
You can't fall apart now. The tribe needs you.
I should be on the side quest, shouldn't I? Yeah. Chances are RNG. If I focus on the scavenger skills, I increase the chances. Oh, that's good to know. Maybe I'll buy one of those next. Okay. Nacho's happier up there, apparently. So let's see what this guy's got. The Shadow Sling. I need a crystal braiding to get this. I wonder... Create job? Job has been created? Do I want to make this job my active... What the fuck is this? So that tells me where I can go get a Shadow Sling. That's actually really handy. I enjoy that a lot. And I've heard that in terms of outfits, the stealth one is a very good one to purchase up front. My horse is a cat. He's a big robotic cat. Yeah, I already did get the free sample one from this guy. That's why I went in and looked. Alright, so... This one protects from corruption. This one's stealth. Freeze damage. Oh, wow. This protects against all the elements. So that'd probably be a good one to go in on. But it's only a little bit for each one. It's not specialized like these other ones. This protects against melee attacks. Okay. So I guess we probably want all of these eventually, right? For this one, we need a Bellowback Heart, whatever the hell that is, and a lot more shards. I think I need to, like, really start figuring out, like, what stuff I can sell and what I need to hold on to.
You're back. I've already been to those stashes. All I found was a few shards.
That's strange. Who would have taken the Dream Willow? It's possible that Jun has gathered more. You could ask him, if you're willing to make the journey.
Who is John? Or June, whatever she said.
You say someone named Jun might have some Dream Willow?
Yes. He may be a recluse, but he helps the tribe by picking herbs and brewing medicines. The problem is that he lives west of Mother's Crown, and the machines in that region are troublesome.
What sort of machines?
Scrappers. And sawtooths. It's quite dangerous.
I can handle that. Ain't no thing.
I'll be on my way.
Goodbye.
This quest is, like, kind of weird because she already made it sound like they're totally resigned to this guy dying, right? Like, they're not going to be able to fix him. And instead of just, like, giving him a quick, easy death, they keep sending me out to find this shit that I can't actually find. And the whole time, he's just laying there suffering, wishing for death, probably. It's like, dude, just... If he's gonna die, maybe just put him out of his misery. That would be the humane thing to do. I feel like. Where'd that other fish go? Level 12.
To override these machines, I'll have to find out where they came from.
There's never any fish around when I want them. May want to buy a lower tier one. It's going to be a while till I get a Bellowback Heart. If I feel like it's becoming an issue, then maybe I will. For now, I don't really feel like I need it. So... If yeah, I definitely want to know what to sell. So I would welcome that information. I don't like the guesswork involved in that kind of stuff. Mount repair. Repair a damaged mount using metal shards. Why wouldn't I just go get a new one? Expert carver. Increased chance to loot skins, bones, lenses, and hearts. That sounds like what I want. Chance for extra resources. Increased time a machine will remain overridden. I didn't realize that wasn't indefinite. Okay. Light spear attacks have a greatly increased chance to knock off armor and components. Move faster while wielding a heavy weapon. That sounds awesome. But how often do you get the chance to do that, really? Low profile reduces your visibility to enemies while crouching. That sounds good overall. Use ranged weapons while bouncing on ropes. Okay. Strike from above. Press right bumper to silently drop and take down small machines. That sounds pretty good too. But I think I'm going to go for Expert Carver. Just so I can craft stuff faster. It's a thing I'm very much interested in doing. I like getting that stuff out of the way like as early as possible in video games. So I can just focus on other things. You know what I mean?
Keep that for later.
Of course, it's hard to be able to loot stuff. Oh, there's one. I was gonna say, it's hard to be able to loot stuff when you can't even find the thing to kill. Fatty meat. Okay. Low profile is good too. Yeah, I definitely want to go for that soon. Everything that's marked is only for selling to merchants. Do they mark that in the merchant menu? I'll have to look for that then. Alright. What are we doing now? So, let's try to... What the fuck is a Bonuk figure? Let's go back to Mother's Cradle, wherever that is, and see if we can't go snag that power cell. I don't know where anything is on this map, and stuff isn't labeled. Wait, Mother's Heart. Is that where we want? Mother's Heart? Is it Mother's Cradle or Mother's Heart? It's Heart, isn't it? So we should go back here. We're actually really close right now. So let's just run over there, I think. I feel like I'm being stalked, and I don't like it. Nacho, where are you? Come on, you lazy bitch. We got stuff to do. We just gotta go the long way around here, I guess. That's annoying. Dude, this is dipping into like the 20s in the frame rate. It's not any better. Oh, that's so disappointing. And like, it's the kind of thing where like, I never know when I boot the game up whether it's gonna be like that or not. Whether it's gonna want to do another one of those system checks, and it takes so freaking long. Every single time. I feel like I'm running away at this point. Nope, still farther. Mother's Rise. Main Embrace Gate. Okay, now we're... Okay, then we just gotta follow this path up. Yeah, I've heard about that item, Blue. The infinite fast travel item. I don't think it's something I can get till way later, though. If I let go of the control stick on the road, it should do a semi-decent job of sticking to it. Where I'm going, I don't need roads. Alright, let's try that. Letting go of the stick. That didn't work at all. Letting go of the stick. I don't think that really works. It kind of works for like a second, but then it stops. Yeah, I agree, J-Bridge. I don't like that they limit fast travel. I don't like that at all. I know it's the kind of thing where, like, it's not really limited because I guess you get enough stuff that it's not really a huge deal.
Mother's heart. It seems so empty now. Everyone who can has gone to the mountain.
Alright, well, I guess we're in. Luckily, the gate was not closed to us. Now I just gotta figure out how to actually get back inside that area that we need to get to.
It said the Karja fort has closed the border. The valley is sealed.
I have no idea how to get back to that area.
They say she wanted a sawtooth. Please, not now.
Out of my face. There's like a big... It's like a big hill leading down.
May they be forgotten.
Am I sure it wasn't the All-Mother Mountain and Mother's Cradle? No, I have no idea.
The border is sealed. There was a time I would have called that a good thing.
I don't... Where's All-Mother Mountain? Oh, there's a metal flower back there. We'll have to go back for that at some point. Mother's Watch. Mother's Cradle. So I've got... Down on the map, I've got Mother's Watch and I've got Mother's Cradle. There's Mother's Rise. So this isn't an active mission that we're doing right now, J-Bridge. We're just trying to get back to the mountain area so that we can pick up a power cell that we missed. The problem is I'm an idiot and I don't actually know where to go. Is it Mother's Cradle? I bet that's what I thought originally. But then I said Mother's Heart, and I convinced myself it was that one. So... Yeah, I think maybe let's go try Mother's Cradle. Let's fast travel this way. Oh, it's in Meridia? Gotcha, Blue. Yeah, I'll get it at some point.
The arrow's getting thick. Been waiting for it.
Okay. Mother's Cradle is right there. Where's the gate leading in? Oh, hello. Oh, you were thinking of the sick guy mission? Gotcha.
She saved many lives. The tribe is
Yeah, the rain's not helping with the frames, is it?
The border is closed. Corruption is everywhere.
I'm not sure that this is the right place either. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go for this. It was like... The place is inside the mountain, right? So you'd think it'd be, like, kind of up this way? Because up there is where we can see the giant beast. Keeps asking me about activating that quest. Those poor farmers. If it's inside the mountain, there's a path up there from Mother's Watch. So, over here. Okay. I'm starting to run out of fast travel items, so... And apparently I lost my mount. There's a Strider right over here, if this guy will get off my nuts for 2 seconds. You guys done? Oh! Dude, he just like horseshoe kicked me. Okay, so they have to be unaware, right? Which means I gotta lose this guy. Damn it! Come on, man.
You'll do.
Wow, they ran really far away, didn't they? Come back. Come back. I just want to mount. Do I have the ingredients to craft more what? Oh, fast travel packs? I don't know. I don't even know where I craft those from. Probably under the crafting menu, right? Travel. Ridgewood, fatty meat, and bony meat. Oh yeah, I could make a lot of these actually. But we're so close to this area here, let's just go run here on foot. That boar wasn't a robot. Hey. Get out of here. Hey! What'd I tell you? Raccoon! Sorry, animals, but now that I know that I need your delicious meat to craft fast travel packs, I'm gonna have to kill a lot of you. Alright, let's check out this menu. If we go to sell... Resources... Oh, nice. Yeah, so if I come in here and look, it just says used for selling for metal shards. So a notched ancient charm, that's the only thing that's good for? Joe, what's up, man? Thanks for coming out, man. How you doing today? What are you selling? Alright, so if all it says is selling for metal shards, there's no other use, I should just sell it, right? Yes, okay. Very good to know. So let's just go through. This we can trade for certain things. I'm gonna mark everything that's only for selling. And hope that this doesn't screw me over in any way. But we might come out of this with a shitload of shards, which would be cool. Oh, we can sell the fast travel packs? No, thank you. Okay. Sell marked items. We now have 1,273 shards. That's pretty good. What are you buying? I love you guys. I love the constant Resident Evil 4 references. Alright, so now... If I had... Oh, this guy isn't selling that purple sling. Never mind. Alright, fuck him. Mother's Cradle. Let's pop a save. And the gate is closed. Now, apparently it opens at nighttime. I don't really know if we have a way to skip time.
Not.
But there's also a way, if you get on a Strider, apparently there's a way to skedaddle inside, up the side of the mountain. So we either gotta wait for nighttime or go find a Strider. There's a scrapper site. There's a Strider site over here. It's not crazy close.
Got one.
You waited till nighttime once and it was still closed, but it was way later in the game. Also, I'll probably want to get rid of any machine parts over 5. Just leave 5 at hand. Okay. Do bonfires pass the time? I don't know. It didn't seem like it really passed time when I used it, but... Let's do it a couple times and see what happens. Couple quick saves never hurt anybody, right? That doesn't seem to be working. Let's go grab a Strider. Maybe it'll be dark by the time we get back and we won't have to bother trying to scale up the mountain. But if it is, that could be fun in itself. Trying to figure out how to do that. Unless my game crashes. Yeah, well. I've actually been lucky. I don't think I've had this game crash even one time. I've had... Obviously, you know, there's a lot of performance issues. But I guess a lot of people have had issues with their game crashing outright. And I have not experienced that. So I'm actually better off than some other folks. Alright. Get in the grass. Got a Strider right there. Let's bring him over. Yep, you're looking the wrong way, dumbass. There you go. Sexy. You know what's tripping me up control-wise? Is how when you're just Aloy and you want to run, you click in the left stick to run.
These are helpful.
Fair enough.
Better,
That's
though.
how it works in a lot of games, right? When you're in the water and you want to swim faster, you also click in the left stick. Makes sense. It's consistent. But when you're on a mount and you want to move faster, you have to tap A. Clicking the left stick does nothing. And every time I get on a mount, I want to click the left stick to move faster, because that's how it works with, like, every other mode of transportation in this game. And I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it at some point. Alright, now I have no idea how this works, guys. I've just seen people say that it's possible to use a Strider to get up here and get back into Mother's... wherever the fuck we are. But it's like... it's not really an intended path.
My mount can't find its footing on these slopes.
So... I'm not sure, like, where we need to go. Come on now. You think it's because A is connected to your feet? Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because you're right. You're spurring the mount on, right?
Time to get off this thing.
I don't know. Is this far enough up? Can I just run up from here? Just hack a long neck. I would if it worked that way. I don't think it works that way, sadly.
How much will the snow cover?
Just try and get down here without dying. Oh no, I'm like being blocked by an invisible wall here. I don't think I can get down that way. He does not seem to want to jump up here. Oh, but Aloy can. Alright, Alright, fuck a Strider. I'm doing this myself. Oh, come on. Yeah. Hey, look, there's collectibles up here. Look at this. Huh. So maybe they did intend for people to get up here? You're leaving the play area and should turn back. If you continue, your last save game will be reloaded. Okay, well, that's a thing I'd like to avoid, so I guess we won't do that. Apparently you have to hop the mountain until you're right above the entrance into the mountain. Yeah, the problem is I don't really know where that is. This way? Should I jump down here? If I can? I'm not sure where else I can go from here. Maybe over here? Go above the big door and hop on top of it. When you say the big door, are you talking about this right here? Okay. I'm not sure how to get on top of it from here. Could I make this jump right here? Dale seems to know what he's doing here, so I'm gonna defer to his wisdom. People on YouTube did it this way? Alright, here goes nothing, man. Ooh, that was awesome. I didn't expect that to work, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Try to land on the wood. Which piece of wood? This wood right here? And wiggle your way down between the door and the mountain. I'm so scared I'm gonna do this wrong and ruin everything. Alright. So we wiggle our way down. Down through here? Anything between the door and rocks that looks like it can break or fall. This looks promising. Ooh. Oh god. Did I do it? This is the place! I did it! I can't believe that! Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the help with that, Dale. I don't know if I would have been able to do that without you, buddy. Hey, what's up, Lori? Alright, somewhere in here is a power cell that I neglected to pick up, apparently. Oh my god, and it's right... Yep.
Another one of these power cells. Well, what do I do with it?
That's pretty lame that they lock it out that early. I know you said you can go back and get it later. But, like, why would they make you wait? Why can't you just... Why can't you just do it? Mr. Jeremy Ryan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Hey, Dale, can you give Jeremy Ryan a shout-out in chat, please? As a mod, you should be able to do that. If you guys haven't checked him out and given him a follow, please do so. He's awesome. He's a developer for Rocksteady. He works on a lot of great games. And he's been supporting me for a long time. So is there anything else we need to do in here now? Or should I just, like, fast travel out of here? Oh, you don't know how? No problem. It's easy. I have a shout-out command set up. What you do is you type !SO, and then you start typing somebody's name. And I believe this is the command I set up. And then you should be able to tab to fill it in completely. There you go. You got it. Perfect. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I set that up so that only mods could do that. Because I don't want people coming in and shouting themselves out. You know what I mean? But Jeremy Ryan definitely deserves a shout out. He's awesome. Alright, so is there anything else in here? I think the power cell is all we needed. I think we're good to get out of here now. I want to go on the quest for the Shadow Sling. Yeah, get out. Gotcha. Okay. It's weird I can't show it on map. Activate the quest to receive markers guiding you to where the resources can be found. Okay. Well, it doesn't actually show me on the map. I guess let's just get out of here, and it'll show up on the overworld, hopefully. The Corruptor is weak to fire. Hidden... Is that the thing? That's the thing I was fighting, and I fought it all wrong, isn't it? Oops. This is taking a while to load.
Few who saw them returned to tell of it. Faithless killers, their tribe unknown.
Okay, yeah, so I take it that when you create one of these errand quests, for some reason it doesn't actually show it on the map. It just shows it on the overworld. If I had known where it was going to take me, I would have fast traveled to a closer place. Oh, fuck, it's all the way up there. Thunderjaw. So we can't even get one of those yet. We haven't fought the thing we need to. Alright. Maybe we don't focus on that for right now. Maybe instead we wrap up some of these lower level side quests. Like Insult to Injury. We've got to find June. We'll get a remarkable reward box for it. I can almost guarantee you I'm not ready to fight a Thunderjaw. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't even know what that thing is. Bandit Camp, Ancient Vessel. An advantage? What is advantage? I've got to investigate some of these map icons, because there's so many now.
Need them soon enough.
Really wants me to activate that quest, but I don't want to. Are you serious? Whatever this thing is, it's like inside the earth. The fuck? Help? Is there like an underground path that leads to that somewhere? For these, I want to get high up. Oh. I guess that makes sense. Being called a vantage point, right? There's nothing high up around here, though. Okay, that's a beautiful skybox. You had issues with vantages? Yeah, I am too. There's like a couple trees around here, but I don't really see anything to climb. Something to do with this, maybe? Southwest from me? That thing over there? Look west. Oh, that thing?
Ouch.
Why is it not where it put the marker? Access Vantage Cache. Oh, so that's all it was just that cache box right there? Okay. So when they give you a vantage point, it's not exactly where you need to be. They just give you the general area to look for. Play it?
The Pocket Shitstorm Tour, Day 3. I was 13. I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
Okay. So that's it? Are we good now, Dale? Pick up the cache and listen to the thing? Shows you what was there decades ago. Oh, is that what it is?
A vantage. I can use my focus here.
It won't show it again, though, apparently. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow. That is cool. So right in that spot. Oh, yeah, you can see the ruins of the building. That is really dope. I like that a lot. See, it's slightly confusing though, because like it gave me credit for it as soon as I picked up the cache of stuff here. So like if you hadn't been here to tell me to do that, Dale, I would have just assumed that this thing here was nothing more than a marker for the cache and that was all there was to it. I would have never actually scanned that. Which I guess is my fault, but I feel like the game didn't make it obvious what I was supposed to do there, you know? The police station from Resident Evil 2. Crossover. Alright, and over here we've got an ancient vessel. I don't know what that means, but let's check it out. Looks like a coffee mug to me. Whoa. What exactly is this? Collect them? How am I supposed to collect this? I don't know, but let me go kill this trout real quick. God damn it. Why is it so hard to find a fish bone? The vessels? I have no idea what you're talking about right now. There's a dude. Oh, it's this guy. Oh, he's got like a whole other quest associated with him, doesn't he? Hold on a second. The mug? I don't see a mug. Where is there a mug? Search for lootables in the area. Alright, so when I guess I gotta get used to the idea that when they give you these icons on the map, they're not precise. They're just giving you a general area. Because I'm going straight to the source and like trying to find shit, and that's not how it works. Here's something. Ancient vessel drone hop. I got an achievement. First ancient vessel found. So what are these? This is a cracked and battered vessel once dear to the old ones. Shows a curious flying machine. Sets of ancient vessels can be traded in Meridian for valuable rewards. Well, that's cool. So it's literally just like a real world artifact that we can find. Okay. So I don't know what this guy wants me to do, but this quest I'm on is taking us all the way over here. Let's maybe stop and talk to him first.
I'm glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats under them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
The Nora are in trouble, and rumors spread like blood. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
There is but one path. We kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, a concern about the state of these lands, and a missing partner.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear from.
Okay, so we can say not together or all right. I mean, I don't really have any particular distrust for the guy. Let's go with him.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Save screaming a while. And go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of.
I mean, he is kind of an ass, but, you know. First bandit camp cleared. This is the camp I did by myself,
That's
isn't
the
it?
alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift.
Yeah,
And if you're the heroic kind who needs a little extra, there's the captives.
Oh, okay. So I think I did this a little out of order, guys. I totally went through that camp by myself. And, I guess it's just automatically done.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath. Then let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him. I hardly feel surprised. He was already getting cocky when we carved through the last bandit camp. I thought he and I were agreed. Only enjoy the killing as much as the challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't?
Again, who are you? My bow should have a name, though. He's right about that.
You're not just a traveler. That armor was fitted for you, and the way you hold your bow.
I said a concerned traveler. I was a soldier, but I was a soldier longer than there was a war, if you follow. Where the arrowhead passes between armor and skin, that's the place I belong. So I make opportunities to find it. It's like coming home.
Have you ever thought about hunting machines?
They don't get that look in their eyes.
Okay, this guy's weird. This guy's weird. Like, I don't think he's, like, dangerous to me, but he's definitely a weirdo.
Did bandits wrong you somehow?
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die that way too.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. For sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short and the thrill of death too sharp. If you kill a tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they complain if you waste the meat. But bandits, they're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
That's some pretty solid logic, honestly. It's a bad attitude or it's for the greater good. I mean, I don't know. I think he's weird, but I don't think he's necessarily wrong either.
I guess you're doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
Right, exactly.
I'm doing what I love. And what could be wrong with that?
Well, a lot, depending on what you love doing. But sure.
We're done here.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins, and bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
Maybe. If it can't be helped.
If we pass each other by, we'll know it by our work.
We'll know it by our work. Okay. Well, I guess I'm glad that I stopped to talk to him because that was really all we had to do for that quest. Although I do wonder, he said that there were captives in there? I'm not sure if I ever set any captives free. Maybe I can go in and do that and maybe get some more XP. Let's give it a shot. What's up, homies? I guess they were already freed. Maybe I did do that. Or maybe it just happens automatically. Doesn't matter. The people that populate the area after me free the camp. After I free the camp are the captives. Got you, got you. Okay. Well, good for them. Oh, now it says that's completed. That's good. That's good. Vantage points. I'm gonna assume that the green means that's completed. Although we've got a lot more of these back here. Alright, let's do some cleanup. It would be nice to actually do like a real quest before we end this stream. My back's starting to hurt a little bit, so I don't know how much longer I can go for. Really, but I want to go at least a little bit longer. It's a lot of ridgewood. Not seeing a lot of other things, though. Have I been to Devil's Thirst yet? Wasn't that the name of that camp? Devil's Thirst Camp. Yeah. Or is there another Devil's Thirst that you're talking about? Oh, this place here? I may have been there. I'm not sure. We can meander over that way. The name of the whole area down there? Gotcha. Yeah, I've been in the area. I don't know if I've been to, like, a specific building that you're asking about. I'm just gonna try and take over that Strider. I'm gonna want one. Right up my alley, but also very dangerous. Okay. Alright, now this vessel should show up on the focus, right? But I just have to be close enough to it, I guess.
Might need that.
It's a purple lootable, yeah. There's too much shit going on here. What is that? Oh, it's a boar, okay. You'd think that with the focus, these would be relatively easy to find. You think it's faster to find without the focus? Alright. Let me just... Oh, see, we're like way out of the search area now. That's the first issue right there.
Hunt's over. Fight's over.
Okay. From here. See, I thought that the focus would give me a little bit... Ancient debris. Yep, see? It gives you a little bit of extra range on picking that stuff up. That was really far away, but it still picked it up, just barely. Oh, these are all going to be coffee mugs? Hearts Wayfarers. Sets of ancient vessels can be traded in Meridian for valuable rewards. Next up is a vantage point. Looting stuff in the water is kind of janky. Dude, do I have to climb the whole way up there?
Good for an old remedy.
What is that pounding noise? Is that the... Am I close to the tall neck? Sort of. I hope that's what that noise is. Whoa, whoa, whoa! All of a sudden... Oh, shit! Oh, Jesus! Oh, this is bad. Things got real bad real quickly. Oh, he's not dead! I thought he was dead! Fuck you, dude. I haven't seen that kind of attack before. Okay. Now, I think I have to climb up there somehow. And that is the tall neck over there. That's good to know. I'm wondering if they'll give me some of that yellow indication about like where I start this. I have the critical strike. Yeah, that's... You have to be in stealth mode to do that though, don't you? Or is that the silent strike? If I down a machine... Oh, so when they're down I should use right bumper. I get what you're saying. I get you. I need to refill the old medicine pouch. Okay, let's see. Maybe we start over there? Kind of looks like I could maybe jump across those perches there.
Fingers going numb.
You're fine, Aloy. Relax. So I'm kind of trying to reverse engineer the path we got to take here, and I was thinking maybe we start over here. Shut up. Oh, it's like that, huh? Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. It's faster, gets you some iframes. I don't know if it does get you iframes, actually, because that dude was still able to hit me while I was doing it. But it's definitely faster, and is the thing I should be doing. No question about that. Whoa. What is this? UK vets struggle. This is a different kind of data points. "10 years after mustering out, UK vets struggle to make ends meet." Whoa, Watford, May 1st, 2062. 10 years ago, Lance Corporal Rosalind Jeffries received her discharge paperwork at a ceremony that marked the decommissioning of all human combat forces in the Royal Air Force. Today, Jeffries and her husband live with another former military family in a small two-bedroom flat in Watford. "Well, it's not ideal," says the good-humored Jeffries, who supplements her military pension as a bartender, "but it's sort of an English tradition, isn't it?" Resenting elected officials for breaking promises. "We make do." Jeffries isn't the only one having to make do. According to a study conducted by the Social Welfare Research Institute, 75% of veterans polled report that they are unable to cover living expenses with their pension income alone. Researcher Harold Adeyemi explains it's a complicated situation. 10 years ago, few people anticipated just how high and how quickly the cost of living would rise, as funding of the NHS has gradually been siphoned into the coffers of corporate healthcare providers. This is too real. It's become increasingly difficult for veterans to access medical care. Those are just two factors of probably thousands contributing to straits becoming so dire for our veterans. But I suppose that's little comfort to someone who's struggling to feed their children. Too real. Don't like it. Didn't want to read that. That's cool though. So I guess there's these little data points hidden around the world that we can find and read. There's a lot of different kinds of collectibles in this game, it turns out. Just almost an absurd amount. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have no idea how to do this. I'm not finding anything good here. Does the tall neck get close enough to this that we could use that, maybe? No. We could just climb the building. I don't see where, though. Kind of look like handholds right here. But don't work. Oh, what's that? Hey, here we go. See? Yellow. What'd I tell you guys? We had to find the yellow. It's kind of dull, though. Kind of hard to make out. This is cool. It's like a little platforming challenge. I'm a fan of platforming challenges. Rubes, what's up, buddy? Happy Saturday, man. How you doing? I love this game, too. Yeah, I've gleaned the whole yellow thing myself. I do know about that. The issue was I literally just couldn't find the yellow. Everything was so, like, gray and dull. I couldn't find the starting point.
Here, I can look into the past with my focus.
Yeah. I'm trying. Oh, there we go.
A pocket shitstorm toward day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old cigarette. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
That is really cool. That's... I've never... I don't think I've ever played a post-apocalypse game that had something like that. Where you can see stuff as it was before. That's really cool. And this rappel animation is like one of the best things in any video game ever. Literally never gets old. Yeah, I agree. The weather in this game is slightly redonkulous with like the visibility effects. It really has a huge effect. Here's a horse statue. The Headless Horseman. So, okay, if I'm not supposed to know this, don't tell me. But am I supposed to know how far in the future this game is at this point? Would that be like a spoiler or anything to know that? Because I'm really curious. Tall necks are cool as shit. I want to find another one. Alright, let's go check out Devil's Thirst. Dale was saying this could be an interesting thing.
And one of these.
Not a spoiler per se, might be a mild spoiler. Don't think there's a specific date. Okay, so the date we just got on that data point. Here's another one. Jeff Andreatis Show. 4/17/62. Oh, this is part 4? Well, we haven't found parts 1, 2, and 3 yet, so maybe we don't read this yet? I don't know. There are hints at approximate date in various places? Okay. Just tell me this, are we talking hundreds of years or thousands of years? What the fuck is that thing? Oh, it's a sawtooth. Okay, yeah, so body of the sawtooth is weak to fire. So is the blaze canister. Kinda wanna fight this thing. Because we haven't really done a whole lot of combat.
I need to be closer to use that.
Damn it. Wonder if I'm asking for trouble here.
That's a machine I can't override. Not until I've learned more.
Oh, there's a fair amount of stuff going on here, actually. Oh, these guys are just grazers, though. They shouldn't really be a problem. Okay. Let's say thousands? Okay. So it's a long ways away from present time. Please don't. Please don't. Eesh, he did it. Okay. Ow, wow, that just rocked my face pretty good. Oh, I still haven't tried this rope caster. Jesus.
Gotcha.
Nice. Ah. So it just holds him in place. It's kind of cool. But it doesn't last forever. All right. Ow! Alright, you gotta go, buddy. Okay. Fuck's sake, man. Stop it. What is going on? Get up, Aloy, get up! I thought he was tethered to the rope, but he was still hitting me. Oh, because it anchors it to where you were standing, so it has a wide berth. I see. Wow. That was a fight! That was a fucking fight, guys. He just whipped my ass. Viciously. Give me good stuff. Sawtooth lens. I guess that's good. Alright, hold on. Give me a second to catch up here. You need to shoot at it until the icon is full. Oh, like the elemental icon? The rope caster adds a status effect and you want to fill the meter of the effect. Oh. You highly recommend prioritizing the sharp shot bow. Okay. So I was told that I should probably just wait for the purple level weapons, and I don't think I've seen the purple version of that yet. But I could get the green one. The sharp-headed arrows and the fire arrows were your go-to in most situations. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, he was definitely weak to fire. I didn't know that ropes counted as elements as well. Like, really? Come on, man. That's just weird. You were one of the people who recommended wait on purple, but the sharp shot is extremely important. Okay. Well, we'll see. I wanted to get that purple sling weapon, but that might not be doable for a little bit. Honestly, I just really wanted to kill that sawtooth. We've got another ancient vessel to find over here. And then maybe we can just go do like one leg of a quest. Dale disagrees. If you can afford it, buy the weapons and outfits. You can always make more shards and buy things later. You have plenty to spare. Yeah, so that's generally what I heard, is that, like, basically the most consistent advice I got was avoid the blue level weapons. It seems like if you want a weapon, go ahead and get the green one, and then save up for the purple ones. It's just that the blue ones, the intermediary ones, are not worth the intermediary price. That seems to be the common knowledge amongst folks. You bought literally everything. Fair enough. I do want to buy all of the outfits, because I like skins, and I like having those buffs. But if there's, like, literally no advantage to having, say, a blue weapon over a purple one, then I don't think I would care that much. Salmon. Oh, I thought he was actually going to swim up water. Like a real-life salmon. But then he just vanished. That's cool. Yeah, I know blue's better than green. It's just the kind of thing where it was like... Destroyed machine watcher. Like, it's weird that they... So early in the game, they give you access to blue... They give you access to green, blue, and purple. So I was like, well, if I already have access to the purple one, and I don't necessarily need this weapon right now, it just seems to make more sense to wait until I can afford the better one. Grazer... Ah, there it is. I wish I could tag that. This is taking us out of the search zone, isn't it? Just about. Ancient sculpture. Wait, that didn't give me a collectible. That's not the thing I'm looking for. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really afford... I mean, I can afford the purple stuff right now, shard-wise. I'm just missing some critical crafting components. So I think I will wait until I can just get that one crafting component, and then I'll at least get, like, the purple sling. Maybe I'll grab a sharp shot bow, since that was recommended. Alright, never mind. It was quickly becoming more trouble than it was worth. These vessels are kind of a pain in the ass to find sometimes, even with the focus. Green! Fishbone! Hey! Finally! That took way longer than it should have. Yes, this is a normal playthrough. I would assume the difficulty has something to do with that at least. But I don't know for a fact, you know. Alright, so this doesn't really matter anymore because I used a whole bunch of potions, but hey, whatever. Let's come in here and make it. And we need a raccoon skin to do the next one. Interesting. Oh my god, just let me around here. Found the one who got away, guys. I'm gonna right a wrong. Give me my shit. Okay. Ancient vessel. Come on, come on. I wonder if it's like somewhere up top. With this building being here. All hollowed out and whatnot. Nacho Libre! What's up, man? You made it. Nacho, we've had a couple different nachos. Haven't actually used him a whole lot, but he did help us out with a very important quest. Retrieving the power cell that we missed. Inside Mother's whatever. Yeah, I was just thinking that, J-Bridge. I kind of think maybe it's in a non-standard spot, but I'm not really finding places to climb. The All-Mother Mountain in Mother's Watch. Yes. I wish they'd been a bit more descriptive with their names, because I can't tell any of them apart. It's Mother's Watch, Mother's Cradle, Mother's Rise, Mother's Vagina. I don't even know. It's all kinds of shit. A Watcher can 3-shot you on very hard. I don't think I would want to play on very hard. Maybe like after I'm done with my first playthrough. See, last time I used the focus and I found this thing like immediately. And that tricked me into thinking that it was always going to be like that. But it's not. This one is a bitch. 2 hits from a sawtooth? Oh, dude, screw that. That sounds like something I would never succeed at. Ancient debris, there it is. Finally. Oh yeah, I've made a lot of progress since then, man. I wouldn't really say it's running better now. It kind of like... It has its moments where it's kind of okay, and then it starts freaking out again. Okay, this one is still in the search circle. It's just like right on the edge. There you go. Seems to show the terrain of the Gatelands. Yeah, I don't know. It's like sometimes it's fine. Other times it gets really bad. It's never really great, is the problem. I never really get like a full 60, smooth 60, you know, like I want.
That'll help.
So much stuff to loot. Okay. So we've cleared up a lot of the collectibles around here. Oh, and up here is the side quest that I wanted to do anyway, so... Alright, let's move up here. If there are any striders around... Goose? There's a goose? Is he a mischievous goose? We got lots of watchers and grazers. No striders. Alright, fuck them. Get me out of here. Jesus. Okay, I think the rest of these we can just kind of run past. They'll get a little pissed off. That's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, you better run, little bitch. Yeah, I figured that'd be the case, Groups. I just got impatient. Honestly, I'm at a point already with a lot of these smaller machines where it doesn't really seem like a threat to fight them directly. So I'm not super concerned with staying stealthy the whole time. The Sawtooth definitely kicked my ass there. It's gonna take forever to run there with like all this stuff to loot along the way. And I have to stop and get it, guys. I have to. I have no choice. I haven't met any real threats yet. You wouldn't consider the Sawtooth to be a real threat?
Never know when I might need these.
Seem pretty threatening to me. Oh, long for the days when the Sawtooth was tough. See, the frame rate's just tanking now. Maybe because we're loading a new area. Scrappers. Not a big deal. They're weak to electrical, like shock damage. And something else that I don't even know what that is yet. Alright.
This won't go quietly.
Oh, get up there! Move, Aloy! Fuck! Yeah, see, like, I take some damage, for sure, but I can really just kind of melee my way through the fight, and I'm not really in danger of dying unless I run out of healing. But I know we're still in kind of like the first area of the game, so we'll find more machines, and the difficulty will keep ramping up and up. Oh wow, look at this!
I'd have to ditch something.
The Shard Salvager skill allows you to disassemble resources and mods into 50% of their metal shard value by holding A. Okay. So I'm guessing I'm going to want an ancient necklace because it's green. So we should disassemble something, right? Theoretically, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can craft another resource pouch. That's what it is, right? Resource? That's what I want. I think I did buy that skill. Actually, I'm not even sure. Especially if I don't buy those defense outfits. I'll buy them all eventually. We just got to get there, you know. Yeah, let's make a resource satchel. And I could even do another one if I had one boar skin. That's good to know. Now I can pick this up. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And as far as that skill... Shard Salvager. Yep, I did buy this. Anticipating that I might need it at some point. But if I have the option to just increase my satchel and carry stuff, I'd rather do that. There should be an ancient Nokia 3210 to find as a small unlimited power source. That's funny. Because those phones could go on a single battery for like 3 weeks or something ridiculous like that. Sounds like June got himself into some
Good.
trouble.
I can use this.
I'm locked in! Someone! Anyone!
Hold on, I gotta take all your shit.
Please!
He sounds so sad. Please.
I'm locked in! Is someone there? Oh, Mother be praised. I thought I'd never be freed.
What happened?
A gang of outcasts, that's what. They burst in, stole my dream willow, and left me to die.
Those bastards.
A gang of outcasts?
Yes, a gang. The door crashed open. I didn't stand a chance. They grabbed my dream willow and left me for dead.
Why would outcasts steal your dream willow?
Why? Because it's the most valuable herb I gather, of course. Miserable thieves.
They took nothing else?
No. Mark my words. They have struck a deal with outsiders. It's shards they're after, and they'll kill to get it.
Okay.
Which way did the outcasts go?
Up the mountain, I think. You might catch them if you hurry. Whatever you do, don't let their shabby looks fool you. They'll kill you as soon as look at you. Oh, I need to catch my breath.
Yeah, you could stop talking for a start.
Sassy Aloy is best Aloy.
I have to go.
Catch them before it's too late.
The
Roger
outcasts
that.
must have left tracks. My focus should pick them up. Well, someone left here recently, and they were in a hurry.
Alright, so we're just gonna follow these tracks. Nokia still has 2 out of 3 bars and no scratches. I had a Palm Centro that was an actual Palm Pilot and a cell phone with a full keyboard on it. And that battery on that thing would last for probably 3 days with like regular usage. Oh shit. Got another sawtooth, guys.
It again! I'm out of arrows!
The outcasts that took the dream willow, and they're in trouble.
What's up, homie?
Kill it! Good shot!
Come on.
Oh, mother, be brave!
Don't you do it! You little bitch! That wasn't for you!
We heard it!
Although this guy's not even trying to attack me, so... whatever. That was easy.
For all mother!
Okay, fuck this. I tried to wait for him to come in. He wasn't having it. I even whistled at him. Hey, idiot. Give me the shit you stole. I just saved your life. You owe
have
me.
our thanks, if the gratitude of outcasts means anything to you.
It does.
You not only save us, but speak to us.
The matriarchs cast me out at birth. The laws of the Nora don't mean much to me.
And you're that girl whose mother never claimed her. But an outcast no longer.
No. A seeker, in fact. Looking for Dream Willow.
That could be a problem.
How come? Dude, you had a Nokia phone that had a rotary dial on it? I've never heard of such a thing. That's kind of cool, though.
Why did you take the Dream Willow?
Because we have wounded. Why else would we take it? Something terrible has happened to the tribe. The Braves offer no protection. The machines are angry, and bandits infest the sacred land and prey upon us. Why else would outcasts break custom and band together, but that we have no choice? Even so, we did not steal. We left shards in the stashes and tried to pay John. But of course he would not speak to us.
See, they've got a different story. 2 sides to every story, guys.
What crimes did you and the others commit?
2 cowboys.
I beat a man who stole my kill. It was my wrong. The others stole, broke custom, or trespassed among the bones of the metal world. No murderers here, if that's what you're asking.
Hi, Mom and Nanny. How y'all doing?
Jun said you roughed him up.
He was too busy cringing to know what happened. The man's a coward. We made sure not to hurt him, not that he seemed to notice.
There are others who need Dream Willow. You can't have all of it.
You asking or demanding?
Talking. One person to another.
I see. Perhaps we have more than we need. After everything that happened, we were afraid. We took all we could find. Here, I'll keep a portion, but the rest... may it find its way to those who need it.
I'll see that it does. In the meantime, stay safe. And stick together.
Okay, well, that went better than I thought it would. Jon Snow got old. Nice.
You gave us a better deal than the matriarchs ever would have. Thanks.
It's what I do, you know? I'm a peacemaker. Return to June. Or Jun, I guess is the right way to say it. Okay.
I'll tuck that away.
We're in a pretty remote area here. Like, where even are we? On the other side of this mountain is more stuff. That thing looks scary, whatever that thing is. Alright, we're not meant to go there yet, though. Soon, guys. Soon. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to, like, force myself to stop. I'm gonna have to force myself to stop stopping to pick everything.
So much for being careful.
That was a weird echo. Did you guys hear that?
Here's the Dream Willow. Take it to Fia and Mother's Rise. There are wounded braves there who need it badly.
Thank God.
I will. But what became of the outcasts? Did those wretches pay for their crimes? Ganging up together, speaking to each other, and to us. I hope you showed them no mercy.
Oh, get over
You
it.
don't know who I am, do you?
Should I?
I was raised as an outcast in the mountains above Mother's heart.
The motherless girl. If I'd known, I never would have spoken to you.
Get bent. This guy... I hate these people. Every person in this game should just be called Go Talk to a Bunch of Assholes, the game. Because that's all you do is talk to assholes. An outcast helped you. How about I put you in your place? I'd look in the mirror. Alright, let's try and get through with some compassion here.
And yet it's this motherless girl who freed you and recovered your Dream Willow for the tribe. Maybe if you judged people less, you wouldn't be so lonely.
I have no need of others.
Then congratulations, Jun. You've managed to shun yourself. I'm done here. Make sure that Fia gets that Dream Willow, or I'll be back.
Yeah. Don't test me. Little prick. I was really worried they were going to make me run that back myself. Which I don't feel like doing, but it sounds like they're going to do it for me, so that's pretty cool. Alright. Guys, I think that's where I'm going to call it today. Got a lot of stuff done. Didn't really make a lot of progress story-wise, for which I apologize, but we had to catch up on some other things, clear up the map a little bit. You know how it goes. I'm going to pop a manual save here. And a quick save. And, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. I appreciate you guys hanging out on the stream. This was a good stream, and I appreciate the, patience. We had some issues getting started today, but we stuck it out. And, I want you guys to know that I really, really do appreciate it. Let's see if we can raid somebody I like. If anybody's online. This raid tool has not been working super great, so... Damn right. Oh, we can raid Super Geo. She's playing Friday the 13th. She's a cool streamer. I'm friends with her. She plays a lot of horror games. And she's playing Friday the 13th right now, so I'm going to drop you off there. Thanks again, guys. Have a great Sunday. Saturday. It's still Saturday, right? Yeah. And I'll see you next time. Hopefully tomorrow, around the same time.